What even is that year? That's ancient.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's like 800 years ago.
Uh-huh.
What the hell? Why were cars not invented until the 1900s?
Yeah, come on, world. Get your shit together. And airships.
They've got tanks back then.
Yeah. Tanks, airships.
All of a sudden, Henry
Magic.
Ford doesn't seem so smart now.
He's real dumb. And we have the Schneisel.
This was fun originally because you didn't really know what was happening here. You can't really be blamed for that.
Right. And of course now I only know because context. And also I recognize the logos a little better now.
Yeah.
So that helps. Although I say that and I don't actually I recognize those logos, I think. I don't recognize the other logos. So it's a disaster. I mean, I think this is
One of them we haven't
Jesus.
seen very much.
Okay.
Well, this is just kind of like, oh, there's a war happening. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then...
And
Guns have
then.
been hit. Sir, we can't compete with their airships and terrain like this. Oxens might be powerful, but they're still tanks.
We don't have to. Just focus on defense. The others will take care of destroying them.
Boom.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah, this is, I mean, yeah, they have airships, but we also have we have mechs.
And we're all just kind of in this death valley.
Yeah.
Are they the Empire's new weapons? How can we compete with something so mobile? There's nothing to fear. They may be mobile, but they're a damn sight easier to handle than that purple devil of Crossbell.
That's a reference we don't get.
What the? Huh?
Puh.
Ah! Incoming at 3 pot! What the hell?
There he goes.
Goodbye.
It's your boy.
It's my boy doing work and killing people. Like he do.
Lens flare.
I saw that. I was like, wow, Valamar's extra shiny
All right,
today.
Michael Bay.
Is that?
The Ashen Chevalier, the hero of the Imperial Army.
The area beyond here is Imperial territory. You have no business treading into Crossbell. That was a warning. Try to advance any farther, and I will show no mercy.
All units retreat! We're returning to the outskirts of Altair!
I love all these clearly familiar voices you can hear, but I'm glad they went back and voiced this. That's interesting.
Yeah, agreed.
It makes the scene more important.
You're
Yes.
amazing! I knew you were the one who ended the Civil War, but seeing you up close, you're really something else.
Not at all. I'm still fairly inexperienced, if you ask me.
Goodbye, sword.
Recover the wounded and any POWs and return to Tangram Gate. Just remain vigilant until the speech is over.
Yes, sir.
Let me sheath this into nothing. Into nothing. Divertissement.
Fancy words. All the fancy words.
The
It's now
occupation.
March 1205 of the Septian calendar.
Who?
Lecter?
Over 2 months have passed since the Azure Tree vanished.
No.
Oh, Lloyd. Duh. Sorry. I don't recognize his voice still. He
We
also,
don't have much practice.
we don't have a lot of exposure to him. But it's Robbie Damon. I remember now. And I love Robbie Damon. So, perfect.
So much happened during those months. President Croix was arrested. Crossbell's movement for independence was promptly declared invalid. And before anyone could process what was going on, Speaker McDowell became Mayor McDowell. The war in Erebonia came to an end sooner than anyone had anticipated, but it was quickly followed by the invasion of Crossbell. Corellia Fortress, which once served as the only physical link between the two nations, was no more. But that proved to be little more than a temporary setback for the Imperial Army, who acted by flying hundreds of tanks over the state from a vast airship. In no time at all, Crossbell was occupied. The Calvard Republic, which had been wrapped up in its own share of chaotic internal disputes, finally reacted to Erebonia's bold invasion in turn. They began with sending its cutting-edge armored airborne divisions into Crossbell, hoping to force the Empire out of the region completely. But every attempt they made resulted in failure, as they were repelled effortlessly by one soldat after another. And today, at Orcus Tower, the new seat of Crossbell's government, the new rulers of Crossbell rose to deliver a rousing speech.
Friends and citizens, it brings me great pleasure to stand here among you once again. But even in the midst of such gladness, the specter of the harm Crossbell has visited upon the Empire lingers still. The destruction of Garrelia Fortress and the ensuing civil war it caused has taken a great toll in resources and in lives. The anger, sorrow, and dismay in the hearts of the Erebonian people is still fresh, still too near.
Let's just review for just a half second here. Yes, a laser did shoot Garrelia Fortress, but it wasn't like that caused a war between countries. So he's basically pinning the Civil War on Crossbell here, just to really let that sink in.
Oh, well, that's bullshit. Because I was actually trying to remember what happened with the Garrelia Fortress,
Yeah.
and it was not there.
Remember, the Civil War is a civil war because it was within the country. It
Right.
was an Erebonian issue.
Yes.
Perhaps triggered by what happened here with that mysterious laser and the blue light and the child and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The Azure Tree. We don't know about that because of the Crossbell games. I'm just saying, this is awfully convenient by Osborn, and it reflects in what we see him do in 3 as well.
Indeed it does.
Very opportunistic.
Yes.
But today is a joyous day, a day to put the troubles of the past behind us. Let us join hands and step boldly into the future, leaving our anger and grief behind. Challenges will rise before us, but together we shall meet them. Together we can rise above the tumult of these troubled times.
This is a thing you see in politics often, when a ruling party urges unity after forcing their way into power.
They sure like to do that.
We didn't want to have unity when we were taking you over. Now that we have, though, it'd be nice if everybody could just kind of fall in line.
Yep.
Huh?
Now that we got what we wanted, y'all need to cooperate and deal with it.
Men and women, old and young, rich and poor, those from every walk of life can share in these aspirations.
Why have they framed this like this? It's to delay Rufus's reveal. Spoiler alert, that's Rufus over there.
Oh, yeah.
But it just has like half of his hand and a little bit of his wrist. Either just don't include him at all or give us the pen here. Like, what is that?
Mm-hmm. Agreed, that is pretty silly. Oh, God.
Looking toward that goal, there is someone I'd like to introduce to you today. A brilliant young man who played a pivotal role in bringing Erebonia's civil war to its swift conclusion, and the individual most responsible for the historic accomplishment that sees me standing before you today.
He committed human
The first
transmutation.
Governor General of Crossbell, Lord Rufus Alberea.
The ultimate taboo. I can see him doing
friends. It truly lifts my spirits to be here among you. I'm honored to have been entrusted with the profound responsibility of acting as Crossbell's first Governor General. As I'm sure you're all aware, the division between the nobility and the common people is a long-standing part of Erebonian life. Personally, I stand in support of our class system, but I fully expect that one day it will fade away. After all, if each citizen of the Empire conducts themselves with the courage, dignity, and grace expected of a noble, then what difference would remain between myself and any of you? As I hope for that day, allow me to speak not only as your Governor General, but as an individual when I say, in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Eugent III, I hereby proclaim the annexation of Crossbell into the Erebonian Empire.
May the goddess above stand witness, and may she forever bless Erebonia and Crossbell with the light of prosperity.
Nah, let's be real. We know the goddess is taking a nap. She's been napping for like 500 years.
Gotta give those humans free will, even if they suck
We've got some
at
real
it.
larger-than-life characters in charge of us now.
This is good. I'm glad they voiced this as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, the Imperial Chancellor's intimidating, but he's so charismatic that the people eat up his every word. They love the guy. I can see why he's the bee's knees over in Heimdall.
The new Governor General's something else too, albeit for different reasons. He's... how to put this? Difficult to hate. Like, he'd tell you to do something, and the next thing you know, you'd find yourself doing it just to see him crack a smile.
Well, Albaret is the name of one of the top noble houses in the Empire. Top 2, even. No surprise that the heir of such an affluent family would be popular, but it feels like there's more to him than that.
That's what gets me, though. Those two were on completely opposite sides during the war. So why are they both so buddy-buddy now? Very oddly sudden, in my opinion.
Her reporter's instincts are correct.
Yes, they are.
You're telling me. By the sounds of things, Erebonians can't make heads or tails of what's going on with it either. But you know how it is. There's so many rumors springing up thanks to the war, it's hard to tell truth from fiction.
Yeah, I've even heard about a 1,000-arch tall castle appearing in the capital. I mean, that's gotta be made up, right? There's no way something like that's real.
You've got a real short memory if you think that's bull. The Azure Tree wasn't that long ago, you know.
Point taken.
Yes, this is the office of the Crossbell Times. What? Representative McDowell will be issuing a statement.
Sounds like something big's happening behind the scenes already.
I'll get to gathering some info on what's happening for our international section. Galford's probably got some good stuff.
Works for me. Gotta use those connections of yours for something, after all.
Well, see you later.
Our independence came and went like bubbles on the water, and now we aren't even a state anymore. We're in for some tough times ahead. No, they always say that the pen is mightier than the sword. I won't let those guys outdo me. Chief, let me handle that story.
That's all we of Heiue can do for you, I'm afraid.
Oh my god. I forgot about this track.
It's back.
It's back.
Everybody clap along.
A little incentive to stay out of your way. You should face no more obstacles in your operation.
Thanks, Sal.
Think nothing of it. It's my pleasure to play all the cards I can. The place you're aiming for is where all the information in Crossbell gathers. As well, what you're doing
sorry.
does no shortage of favors, I'll have you know.
I'm sorry.
Your finger slips.
Just this once? I'm happy to hear that.
Do take care, Yin. My apologies. Rishia. I've received information that quite a skilled warrior is in Crossbell at the moment.
As have I. Nonetheless, thank you for your warning.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't want anything happening to a valuable future business partner. I believe that does it for me. I'll be praying for your success.
He's being awfully cooperative, isn't he? Then again, it's not a stretch to think he's only doing it because he's got something up his sleeve.
He's an incredibly shrewd man. Most likely, he's happy to do whatever will shine the most favorable light on him once Crossbell's occupation period is over.
True enough. He wouldn't want to screw up his chance to potentially play mediator between Crossbell and the Republic. I get the feeling he'd get along great with Lecter. He's our ally for now, but there's no guarantee how long that'll last.
Exactly. It's in our best interest to remain wary of him. Still, if working with him helps protect those I care about most, then I'll gladly do so.
Likewise.
Who are these strangers? Hallway. Oh, it's Lloyd Bannings.
Oh, who could have seen this coming?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
Tio said to aim for the area up ahead. Crossbell's future rests in our hands, so let's get moving.
Right.
And now we have control. For this chapter alone. You got a cop and a dancer.
Excellent.
They could do stuff together. There they are.
There they be.
Neat. They have equipment and stuff. They have arts. They have courts. We can fill in some of these slots. That's what we'll do along the way. We want to be gaining stuff and then coming back here to this thing and making some orbment changes. We can do that. We have the ability to make some things. And we're going to want to fill in those slots because we need to be as strong as possible.
Yes.
Allow me.
Yeah, I mean, why would I use his reach when I can use her reach?
Yeah.
No, I didn't quite get around him in time, but the point still stands. Alrighty, well, we know how some of these work. We'll show them all off just to be different, right?
Yeah.
An opening.
Gotcha! My turn.
More suction.
Take this!
All of it.
Devastating. However,
Allow me.
he's weak to arts, and
Activate.
it's a zero art. He's, I think, especially weak to fire, as I recall. So he'll just take 20,000 damage and
Let's keep moving.
stick in her sword into the ground of fence.
Mesh.
Mesh is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Although mesh makes more sense to stick a sword into.
Yes.
I'm conflicted.
Also fair.
Bam! Look at that reach.
The advantage is ours.
He probably thought I was going to miss for a half second, then it clipped him.
I almost thought it, and then I was proven wrong.
To be fair, I also thought it was going to miss.
Come.
We didn't have faith.
Grappling hooks are cool.
I'm a fan.
Brevu Smashu.
Oh. That's a familiar attack, as it turns
Prepare
out.
yourself.
Do, 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 do.
This battle theme is really good, too.
Prepare
Aw,
yourself.
man, he's on a zero art. He's probably just going to heal himself anyways.
An opening.
Gotcha!
Go ahead, cast breath. Or don't cast at all and get yourself killed.
Great.
An opening.
Fine.
Gotcha!
Okay.
Prepare yourself.
I'm not mad at it.
An opening.
Gotcha!
We're just going to mash our way through. We're not going to cast a spell even though he's vulnerable to it.
Yeah, why
As though
waste
you've
the
got my back,
resources?
Risha.
Not a bad team, are we?
We actually have kind of a delayed turn there, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
She's kind of turning as he's finishing what he's saying, but then she just stares at him afterwards. It's still not great.
It's not real good.
Doop, doop. Doop, doop. Doop, doop. Giant.
Super big.
Sure.
I won't lose.
It looked like he hit his own friend for a second, too.
It did kind of look like that, didn't it?
He has no spatial awareness at all.
I gotta get these guys closer somehow.
Yeah.
Unless I S-craft them. Still gotta get knocked away a bit, but they're a little better now.
Prepare yourself.
We're trying to set up a nice volcanic rain, flare bomb, you know, like, can't do it. Didn't really pull them together that well. This is gonna pull them together weird-like. Because they're not gonna pull the big guy. They're gonna get knocked away. That might give us the ability to get 4.
That would be better.
But first, some turns.
You fiend!
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. You're gonna be dead soon anyways.
I've made a decision.
That's good.
Illusory offering to departing souls. Sleep, embraced by silver light. Rise!
They were annoying.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving.
Yes, they were.
Evade 2, huh?
That was some fight.
This sector has been abandoned for quite some time. It's not hard to imagine why so many powerful monsters settled in here. What amazes me more is just how much these Arcus orbments are capable of.
Yeah, they'll be a real asset to us in the future. They're so modern, they're practically still in testing over at the Empire.
I miss the variety of arts I could use before, but in terms of balance, they're much more suited for combat than our Enigma 2s.
Well, Erebonia's always had the upper hand on military technology, if nothing else. We should count ourselves lucky that Michel got his hands on them for us. On that note, we should also count ourselves lucky for being able to utilize them so well. I don't think we've had a single problem linking up.
I admit, it's a strange feeling. It's as if we knew everything there was to know about one another, through and through. Almost as if our bodies became one.
How, poetic. Sort of like how you perform with Elia on stage, right? That's like being one, in a sense.
Now that you mention it, you could put it that way, yes. At this point, however, I doubt I would even need one of these to match my movements to hers in battle.
Now the awkwardness has passed.
Yes. Now let's get back to it.
So this is what the Geofront's E sector looks like. This one supposedly had its existence hidden from the general public, didn't it?
That's what Ellie said anyway. It was kept sealed off to keep everything inside strictly confidential. Corrupt officials and Diet members used it to conceal any information they didn't want leaking out. She did add that it wasn't its only use, though. Just one of them.
I see. Not the kind of place we can just leave as it is, then.
Yeah. We need to make our way through here, whatever it takes. Ready to give it everything we've got?
Of course.
That was like surprisingly on beat. That was good.
Thanks. Thanks, I worked hard. Alright. Get a chest. Over here. There's a chest. And this thing. It's not a bird.
It's like a
What the fuck
raccoon
is this?
turtle. I know, I was looking at these earlier trying to figure out what this is. It's like a mouse, turtle,
The advantage is ours.
something. It's not great.
Well, it's a dead man, for one thing.
A needle rat, excuse me.
How dare you? They're weak to fire, so they're dead.
Yes. Yes, they are. They're kind of... Their little faces are kind of adorable. But then you look at the rest of the body, and it's horrific. They're like a chimera.
Yeah, nothing good comes of that.
Yeah.
No.
Open the chest.
No, wrong. Okay. Already we've done great work today. I don't remember the ordering of this.
I don't either.
We gotta get that platform lowered to be able to go down on the area underneath there. There's a demon chest over there.
Ooh.
That way goes to a chest. Crawls up, hits the switch, so I think we want to go that way. Ah. Pregnant bat. Pregnante.
Very
pregnante,
The
yes.
advantage is ours. Prepare yourself.
Zero art for Lloyd, huh?
Here goes. Yeah.
Right.
Well.
That's unfortunate.
Well.
How is that not getting both of them?
How much? I'm trying on principle now. I don't even care that much. Nope. Well.
Why are these so dodgy?
Yeah. What do you think you are, Reen?
Get out of here with that nonsense.
Oh no.
Now.
Do. Alright, well, he's dead.
Here goes.
Even if we miss once, it won't matter.
I'm still up for more.
So, of course, having played this before, the surprise of this is non-existent. I was going to say lessened, but...
Oh, yeah.
But it's still a neat decision they made.
Yeah.
This is almost uncomfortably narrow.
Good talk.
I messed up. He was going to have a line.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's made uncomfortable.
All right. We're in a good place.
Right. Now.
Gotcha.
It's just funny.
It is pretty hilarious.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Yeah, even Firebolt's doing 9,300 from Lloyd.
Let's keep moving.
We want to collect all these things so we have as many options as possible. It is a truncated chapter, and we don't have our full allotment of items, so we kind of need to make things work otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this other switch does. I guess I better go hit it and see.
Look at that pixelated control panel. Not that I'm judging. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, let's say we don't want that.
Yeah.
Not till we go down there at least. Then we do.
Oh, found a chest.
We're just gonna make our way over to it slowly. Oh, it's just right in front of us. Hello. Why not watch his once too?
Yay.
And we'll probably see it again later, but
Prepare yourself.
it's a race.
Who will cast first?
We won, but he's still alive, so this is gonna hurt. Probably gonna kill Risha. See you later.
Careless.
Bye.
Now he's got a million delays, so he might be dead too. This will be embarrassing.
This is embarrassing.
Hell yeah. I'm not trying to prove anything here today.
Yeah, we already beat the game.
Will we learn from our mistakes?
No.
No.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, first of all, what happened there? Okay. We'll go for a smaller spell this time. Because it won't kill anyways. It didn't even cast, so it didn't matter.
Allow me.
Everything is pointless. Alright, well, just pretend that didn't happen.
Yep. This is the better timeline.
The battle's over, but we aren't safe yet.
I mean, really the only reason it happened was because she was at half health to start the fight.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
It's fine. I skipped that too. I'm skipping everything. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, she's got speed. I wonder. I don't remember who we equipped this on last time. Because this prevents ailments, would this prevent the negative effect of his, status?
Of the thingy?
His self-buff, Burning Heart?
Yeah.
It's a burning heart! I wonder.
Oh, I kind of want to find out.
We'll have to test it in a non-end-of-chapter fight.
Yes. Let's test it on some randos. That sounds fun.
Alright, now we'll flip this up. I don't think we can... Well, I mean, we could go that way now, I suppose. So that connects back to the beginning. Eh, what the hell. Go kill this enemy over here. We do want to actually take some fights because, you know... It's one way to get stronger.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Ah! Look at their stupid running animation.
Little bunny Fufu over here wants a piece.
And just him, apparently. He thinks he's enough. That's hilarious.
My turn.
Yeah.
My turn.
Dad, you might kill.
Allow me.
Alright, so there's one.
Here goes.
Allow me.
My turn.
Allow me.
This is just getting him more CP back, too, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, moment of truth.
Alright.
Nope.
Nope.
Which is fair.
Right.
Advantageous, huh?
Screw you, needle rat. Nice. Get revenge.
I guess we are sort of taunting him.
Yeah, we kind of did.
Nice knowing you've got my back, Risha.
Not a bad team, are we?
Blank stare. Blank stare.
Blank
Not
stare.
too shabby.
Alright, well, he's healed again because he leveled. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, it's a shame that the Grail Locket didn't allow us to exploit that, but what can you do?
Very fair. I'm not even mad about it.
Yeah.
It's going to raise the question, do I actually want that on him then or not? We'll see. Probably, considering where they're going to be positioned in this final fight of the chapter.
Yep.
I know it sounds weird that we're talking about this far in advance, but it'll be for a reason.
Yeah.
Right. Right.